Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What up, my people? What is up, my people? Hope y'all doing good this wonderful evening. Y'all know what time it is. Another video, another one. Come on in here. I'm gonna call your name. If y'all can, go ahead and tweet this out. Perhaps like it. If you don't want to, I understand. That means you're probably an Xbox guy. Gorilla in the house, my brother, was good, fam. Navenza was good. Grand Cat 1. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know that pro is the one. Muck in the house. My brother Muck 45. He said hit the like button. As you should. As you should. The Claymores in the house. Xbox Best Box is in the house. What's up, my brother? As you should. You know he ain't here capping today. You already know. Hey, we're gonna talk about it. Y'all know the topic, man. Shh, we're gonna talk about it, man. PS5 Pro got PC and Xbox dudes in their feelings. How can that be possible? How can that be possible? Freddie 214 in the house, my brother. J Gamer UK, my brother. Was good, fam. Come on in here. We got more people coming in. We got about 35, and it's gonna keep going up. We got Uncompetitive, my brother. True is in the house. I see you, True. He said, I don't get the hype for Death Stranding because it came to PC, and now because it's on Xbox, they're happy and having something to play. Big facts. We're gonna talk about that too. It's crazy. Our Xbox dudes talked about it was a walking simulator and it was the worst thing ever. Now it's almost an Xbox exclusive the way they treat it. The way everybody out there playing it. Cole Eastwood, guys, everybody playing it, man. That's crazy. That's Smisi in the house. Was good. He said he playing that Cyberpunk on his PS5 Pro. My God, my God, my God. Ghostface Killer in the house was good. Chris Reed, I see you, fam. El Nini was good. What's good, El Nini? Brian East, not West, but East. I see you, family. Hope y'all having a wonderful evening. Well, let me tell you something. This past week has been crazy. And I mean crazy. You got the PlayStation guys posting their receipts, posting their PS5 Pro consoles, all smiling and happy, got it safely secured in the passenger seat of their cars. You know what I'm saying? Just singing and just smiling like it's Christmas all the way home. Then on the other hand, you got the XBots guys that say, it's not enough T-flops for me. It's not enough T-flops for me. Then the PC guys, right? They super bad. Oh my God, that console. It can't do what my 4090 does. It can't do what my 4080 does. You should have just saved up for the 5090. I mean, these dudes are really in their feelings. I've seen these dudes be mad before, but my God. It's pretty bad, y'all. It's pretty bad. I think, I've seen Digital Foundry, some of their videos they've been posting. You know they're gonna milk this PS5 Pro shit for the next couple of years. You got that Oliver guy. He's pretty fair. He's a console guy, and the rest of them are PC guys. So they're gonna try to downplay the PS5 Pro and keep PC in a better light or whatever. Which I don't mind. I don't care. I think in the grand scheme of things, you can't get the performance that you're getting in the PS5 Pro for $699 anywhere else. You just can't. You can try to use used parts. You can try to lie all you want, but the PS5 Pro is the best value for high performance console game. And if you got a regular PS5, that's cool. If you stick with that, that's cool. Not everybody can afford a $700, $699 console, but there's a lot of people that all of a sudden come up with money to buy the new. Did y'all see the new white Steam Deck that's coming out? And it's $649, and nobody is complaining, calling that thing too expensive. Nobody is talking about it doesn't come with a disk drive. Nobody is saying it doesn't come with a docking stand. Nobody is saying anything with that. So I just find it ironic when PlayStation does something, everybody has a problem. Why? But that's just how I see it. Everybody has a problem when PlayStation does it. And the thing is right in the grand scheme of things, PlayStation is the only company out there giving you these high-end AAA 300, $400 million exclusive games, single player games at that. Jordan LeBranch in the house. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just find it, just very appalling that the world's richest company, Microsoft, right? They can go out and spend hundreds of billions of dollars on developers, studios, and all that crap. Still not put out any good quality games, and dudes don't have a problem with it. But let PlayStation offer its fan base something different, like a PlayStation Portal or PlayStation headphones or a DualSense Edge controller or a mid-gen refresh PS5 Pro, and everybody goes back shit. I don't get it. If you can't afford it, or if it's not for you, or you don't think it's a good enough value for you, go buy a Series S. Go buy a Series X. Go buy a $600 Walmart PC that you've been trying to sell everybody on. Just saying. I mean, am I lying, guys? I mean, let me know if I'm lying. I mean, there's options out there. Sony just reported that they've sold over 65 million consoles in less than 4 years. I think next week will be 4 years. Yeah. 65 million. So I think by the end of the year there'll be somewhere around 75 million. Generally the holiday they'll typically do about, I think, 10 million. You know, and granted, the first 2 years of this console generation, we were dealing with COVID. Think about that. There are people that are, these PC guys. The only issue that I have with them is they'll try to sell you some shit, and nobody wants to play that shit. They won't play that shit, but they'll try to convince you to buy that shit. And I don't like that. Don't try to convince somebody of something that you won't play, that you don't want. I'm just saying. Xbox Best Box says, J Dub, I hope PS5 hits 100 million sold with GTA 6 launching in 2025. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these dudes out here capping. We saw with Colt Eastwood, the Iron Lords, Destin Legarie, um, all of the diehard Xbox and PC guys. All those guys bought a PS5 Pro. As a matter of fact, they were happy. They were smiling, showing pictures, showing receipts. So my thing is, if you spent 2 months trying to convince people the PS5 Pro wasn't worth it, but you were the first person in line to pre-order it and the first person to do the unboxing, what does that make you? Impatient Fire said, I'm happy with my PS5 Pro though. No lie, and I own a $3,000 PC, so I'm used to high-end PC graphics. The Pro holds up very well next to my 4090. Exactly. All the Pro did was bridge the gap a little bit. But these guys, I mean, they're very, what do you call it, insecure about their PC. And let's face it, most PC guys don't have a high-end PC rig. They just don't. They don't have rigs that has ray tracing and all of that, all machine learning and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. Steam releases the specs all the time. All the time. So the only reason the PC guys are we even talking about this is because they've been, trying to compare the PS5 Pro to their PCs, and most of them are capping in line. They don't have high-end PCs. You got dudes with 2070s trying to rule the day. Oh my God, my PC is stronger than your console, and it's like it's a PC. How much did you pay for it? And when you ask them how much you pay for it, then they're gonna try to will it down. Oh, I only paid $1,000. I only paid this. Yeah, right. Stop capping. And you know, and I expect that from the Xbox guys. I mean, you kind of expect that from them, right? You know what to expect from them. But I'm seeing, you know, PC guys that shouldn't even be in the conversation. They in the console conversation, which I find very, very, very weird. Like, why? Why are you? Well, shouldn't you be somewhere playing Dota 2 or CS:GO or World of Warcraft? Because those are the top played PC games. Leo Jimmy now. See, I got the Pro, just too lazy to transfer my extended storage over. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Always mad gaming in the house. What's good, my brother? That's what he said. PC gamers will bend the knee when the GTA 6 comes. Listen, they have no choice. They're gonna want to play that game just like everybody else. And guess what? It's gonna run best. It's gonna look best on PS5 Pro. So then what? You can sit around and say you're gonna wait 2, 3 years to play it, but we all know that's cap. We all know that's cap. Next year, 2025, is the year of the big AAA bangers. We not only got GTA, we got Wolverine, we got Ghost of Yotai, we got what else? Death Stranding 2. If y'all didn't know, Sony came out already and said that they've already surpassed the PS4 Pro lined up. PS5 5 Pro had more pre-orders than the PS4 Pro, and it's almost double the price. Think about that. Just think about that. That's really crazy if you think about it. $700 console. People, you know, it beat the naysayers. People, nobody's gonna buy it. It's too expensive. Well, clearly there's a lot of people out there with $700 that's willing to spend it for better performance and better visuals. Sony also came out and said that they're in a position this second half now to start delivering their big AAA games every single year. So I take that as the install base is big enough now to where they can go ahead and cut off the PS4. And I think, you know, if you think about it, they're right at half point of where the PS4 sold. So, you know, they're probably like, hey, listen, if we can get half the install base, we'll release the Krakens, you know, we'll release our big bangers. And so we're there. You know, it didn't take a long time. And so, you know, my brother Craig, the tech guy with the $5. You know, I appreciate you, brother. Said Sony, he said Sony told the PC and Xbox folks to get ready for cheat busting. Oh man. Hey Craig, we got our PS5 Pros, man. We're going to jump on Hell Divers. I can't wait for them to patch that game. I want the Pro enhancement. Keep in mind, there's a lot of games that they hadn't released the PS5 Pro yet. They haven't released the PS5 Pro yet. Again, I appreciate you, Craig. But the games are running better even without the patch, just because of the additional horsepower. So think about that. A game that isn't even enhanced yet runs better and looks better. That's without the patch. That's without developer input. That's crazy. But dudes are out here, and I saw them trying to compare games that didn't have the patch, say, see, it's just 20% increase. It's like, yeah, but wait for the developer to patch it. When a developer patch it and can take full advantage of it, then you get bigger games. They understand that and they know that. It's just, it's the dudes are salty for whatever reason. I'm like, listen, just go buy your PS5 Pro and you no longer have to be salty. Well, I'll tell you what, this weekend I did play, I bought the Metro Awakening in VR. I didn't get a chance to play it a lot. My son took over and he played it. He spent about 2 hours in it, and the game looks amazing. It looks like a next generation game. So, if you guys were a fan of the Metro series or Metro Exodus, and you got a PSVR 2, definitely pick it up. It is the truth. Compost Smurf said, "You ponies got scammed. That $6.99 SpongeBob was clearly better deal. Oh man, stallers out, stallers out, stallers out. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Jesus. Yeah, you know what? They did that $6.99 SpongeBob sold out. I find it very weird. They didn't say nothing about that. Now did they? I don't get it. I really don't get it. The Claymores, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the $10. YouTubers excited for a new Xbox, which is the same console but cheaper to manufacture, small chip size, for a higher price. Yep. Said the same YouTubers are angry at the PS5 Pro, even though it doubles performance for the price. Big facts. Isn't that weird? They're so excited for a damn handheld. They're so excited for a next generation Xbox. But they didn't, if you think about it, they didn't support the two consoles that's out on the market now. Dude's doing mad videos. Mad videos. Hating. Hating on the PS5 Pro. But then those same dudes turn around and do an unboxing video for the PS5 Pro. Smiling and kikiing and cheesing. You know, and I get the scam that goes on, right? I get it. You know, you make money on the negative stuff. You turn around and make money on the positive stuff, and then you turn around and make a video talking about you returning it. You know, it's a grift. Heath, my brother, we gonna talk about it, man. Yeah, they talk down on the PS5 Pro and Death Stranding. Hey Heath, if you want, you can. I'm opening up Discord. You can come in here, get some of your takes. I know you've been seeing a lot of it too, man. This shit been crazy. All right, I got the Discord open, Heath. If you want to come in, pause. No Diddy. Listen, we got about 117 people in here. We got more coming in. Pause. I'm being honest. If you've been on PlayStation thus far, you have received a year of great games. Great games. Hey, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure they can hear you. Say something, Heath. Say something again. I don't think they can hear you, but don't worry. Let me do something. Okay. Earphones, speakers, headphones. All right. Say something again, Heath. I don't know why they can't hear you. Can you guys hear Heath?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Do it. There you go. I think they can hear you.
Yeah, like Gaz. That's what I thought was funny. That shit about Death Stranding.
Yeah.
He was whining. He said about the music. It's like, yeah, we tried telling you guys just dumb shit. Like, if you understand it because you played it, then you know it. And like, you know what I mean? And most of them had PS5s. They could have played it years ago. And
Yeah.
it was on, well, it was on PC last year for the Game Pass. It finally made console, but still, like, come on.
Yeah. Hey, Sam Rucker, can you hear Heath now? I turned this volume up, so Discord should be good. Yeah. The same dudes that went out and shitted on Death Stranding, they shit on the Pro. They ended up playing Death Stranding, and they ended up buying the PS5 Pro.
A lot of them did, yeah.
How ironic. How ironic.
Yeah, I find that's
find
weird. I find it weird that you're gonna talk shit about the Pro and all this shit and then go get one. Like that.
Yeah.
That's just nuts.
And
then like
my brother.
Austin Evans, when he did that breakdown of that Glitter Series X and acting like they did something new, and all they did was get it caught up to the PS5 and, you know, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all that shit. Yeah. And they didn't really do anything to it. So, but they act like the PS5 Pro is none. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, the devs are loving it. You can see it across the board how much people are liking it.
Yeah.
And it's selling.
At the end of the day, you know, gamers speak with their wallets, and the wallets say they like it. They're buying it. But I called out the grift, right? It's the grift of you shit on a product, you buy it and do an unboxing, and then you do another video saying that you didn't like it. It's the 3 times. You get paid 3 times off of one scenario. And I've seen some people do that.
Did you see the douchebag trying to pass off that the PS5 Pro was having problems? And they're
Yeah,
like,
I
you don't
saw
even
that.
have it plugged in, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like,
I
come
called
on.
him out. I called him out. Oh, Leo Jimmy with the $20. I appreciate you, brother. He said, LOL. PlayStation domination is so hard, it's about to be a civil war. PS5 owners versus PS5 Pro owners. And PlayStation just been riding off with the PS4 success until now. All the sequels are over. Going to be new stuff from here on out. Listen, that's what Hiroki Totoki said. He said from here on out, he's releasing the Kraken. He's unleashing the beasts from the east.
It's all the big bangers.
Yeah. We got Death Stranding 2 next year.
Plus shit we don't even know about.
Yeah. A lot from their first party. What Bluepoint is doing, what Sony Bend is doing, what Naughty Dog is doing, what Guerrilla Games is doing. We just saw what Sucker Punch.
What the other Santa Monica studio is doing, the new one that they made that got Uncharted now.
Yeah. My brother Steezy Bone in the house. He said, PlayStation is trash. Heat, you a fraud. And JW, you got 9 Series X's. Oh, man. Brother, stall us out. Stall us out. My brother Johnny J in the house. Salute to you, brother. He said, hit that like button. Xbox Life in the house. He said, Pony Cope is hilarious. Hey, man, talk that shit.
I know that any game that has PSSR, you can definitely tell the difference in the clarity and the sharpness, resolution.
Oh, yeah.
Frame rate. Like, it's across the board that people are like, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Like,
yeah.
they're comparing it to high-end PC gaming. And that's why the
absolutely.
PC guys are so pissed off and jumping on it. You know what I mean?
Because Digital Foundry came out today and said that it's on par with DLSS. Think about that. This is just the first iteration.
That helps AMD with their new FSR to get them caught up to DLSS so they can compete.
Absolutely. So what happens next year once these developers, start really digging into this console and figuring all this stuff out? It's going to be crazy.
Especially if Microsoft's going to be taking a step back too from, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I'm waiting for more Xbox games to come. What's the second set of games? Rumors is the Halo collection, and then we got Flight Simulator. That's going to be in VR. Forza Horizon and Gears. We got those coming. So technically, we got our Xbox games and we got our games. Can't be mad at that, Xbox Life. But it's all good. Trauma said Killer Instinct need to come. Yeah, because Sony owns Evo now, so they do the fighting tournaments and stuff. So if they port that over to PlayStation, that's going to be a part of Evo.
Yep. If you want to do fighting, any kind of tournaments or shit, you're coming to PlayStation to do it because they have that whole Evo shit.
Yeah. So, it's just crazy. I just, when Halo come over, it's going to be the best place to play is on the PS5 Pro. Forza Horizon come over, the best place to play is PS5 Pro. I mean, right now, the PlayStation is the best place to play Xbox games. Look at Sea of Thieves.
Indiana Jones trailer today was put out on PlayStation YouTube.
Yeah, it is. It is. If you go to PlayStation's website or YouTube channel,
it dropped today.
Yeah.
The same one that dropped for Xbox. It's the same shit. So what does that tell you?
And their games are going to be enhanced. Think about that.
Yep, it'll look way better on the Pro and the PS5.
Yep. So they get Indiana Jones in December. We get it in February. Let's shake hands and call it a win-win. What y'all think about that? A win-win. Win-win-win-win.
I'm wondering when the day and date's coming.
It's already there. It's just think about it. They don't have any games. They hadn't released anything.
Yeah.
So you kind of can't say anything until you've released something. They only released one game this year, and that was Hellblade 2. That was a 6-hour tech demo.
Yeah, and then everything else was all complete multi-plats, like the
Yeah,
fucking the Doom shit, and you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like everything was all like DLC and like COD. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It comes out anyway.
yeah.
And that
Nobody.
shit, the player base is clearly on PlayStation.
True. Listen, I mean, one of the reasons I do support Xbox games on PlayStation is because I want all of them to come, whether they trash or not. I want these dudes mad, seething, and crying.
We could
You know what I'm saying?
we can quicken up the end by doing that. You know.
Yeah, yeah. The more, I mean, look what happened with Sea of Thieves. 2 days after Sea of Thieves dropped on PlayStation, Satya saw those numbers and said, "Yeah, more coming."
It was on NPD. That's why it finally one of their games were finally on NPD.
Yeah,
Actually, multiple were because they dropped like four. What? And like two of them were on NPD. I think.
quite a few. Yeah, it's crazy to think of these days. Who would have thunk it?
Hey, we
Ooh.
tried telling them, like they didn't want to listen.
Nah, that's something they don't do. They don't like listening. They want to go back and let's see. Navinza, my brother, with the $2. Dirt didn't like when I said Indiana Jones Pro Enhanced. Hey man, listen, they still salty about that.
It
They
looks like a
still pretty
VR game.
mad. Yeah, it does. It looks like it was meant for VR.
It
The
looks
cut,
like that
the
jankiness when he
mm,
goes from like one thing to the other, like when he's doing a whip or whatever. You
yeah,
can see that jank, or like when he does the whip and it goes the first person, like it completely takes you out of it if you're really paying attention.
yeah. I saw that combat. The first person punching it. I've never been a fan of first person things
There's
like
even
that.
jank when he's punching.
Yeah,
You can see
yeah.
it.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
It doesn't even look good. Like I said, it
Mm-mm.
looks like a VR game. It looks like it should be a VR game.
Yeah.
And not even this gen VR game, last gen VR game, like PS4 gen VR game.
Well, let me ask you this: Do you think they're gonna tout Indiana Jones as being the best looking game, like they do everything else? You think they're gonna
Probably, but I
hold the
hope not.
line? Mm.
I mean, it's not even an action adventure game. It's a stealth game. Like, what the? People should be fired for dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
You make a stealth Indiana Jones game, you don't even make it like action adventure. So it's like Uncharted and Tomb Raider, and
Yeah. I just think
then
these
all you're gonna do is solve puzzles.
pretty much. Pretty much. And I wonder how
So,
long the game is.
oh come on, it's fucking.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
bet
yeah.
it's. How much you wanna bet that motherfucker's like 6,
10
8 hours?
hours. Yeah.
You
I
know
kind
it.
I kind of say that, man, because it's hard to play a game in first person like that.
It'd
Why
be
why
okay if the animations were good, but not like that.
why didn't they just copy Tomb Raider and Uncharted? Just make it Xbox version of those games.
And right there, we're getting back to the fact of the management at Microsoft, the management at the studios, the management at Microsoft, and all that. That they're not, you know what I mean? They're not catching this
Hmm.
shit. So there's, you know what I mean? There's like no hope because all the people who failed fucking got promoted. Even fucking Bonnie Ross, she took that. Oh, she hurt. Blah blah blah. No, they got rid of her for a while. They'll bring her back.
Yeah. You think they're gonna bring her back?
She'll be back. She might not be there, but she'll be somewhere in the hierarchy of the management. You know.
Yeah. Man. Somebody said failing upward. Hate to see it. Listen,
Yeah.
if these boys are mad now, right? If they're upset now at the PS5 Pro, wait till GTA come out. Wait till Wolverine and all those games come out. Death Stranding too.
What about
Jesus.
fucking Tim Dog? Tim Dog warned them of this fucking, you know what I mean? That they were going third party because he talked to Phil and shit, and he told Phil
Hmm.
just to be honest and just do it. I said that, just go third party. I said that how many times? Like, just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
You're hurting yourself so much more by not doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
But
you
again,
rip the Band-Aid off.
I still think if they were to be honest, it wouldn't have changed anything. Because these guys they still ran back to Phil. We still love you,
Yeah, yeah.
Phil. Like these
Yeah,
guys have
they
no.
needed to do this, like they needed to do that like last gen. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? They needed to stand up like early last gen. It's way too late now. It's
yeah,
over.
yeah. I said the same thing. It's over right now. The only dudes that's holding the line, right? It's I don't know.
Is the diehards, the last diehard.
Not even because most of the diehards are the ones out here like the Coast Eastwoods and all of they bought PS5 Pros. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna keep out. They're gonna keep
Or
trying to
they
make
went to
money off of
PC.
it, but yeah, they jumped ship to PC, and most
It's
of them
pretty
have.
much the grifters. The grifters are left.
Yeah, yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Just go buy your PlayStation 5 and move on with life. It's not worth the stress and high blood pressure you get from Phil and Satya selling you out.
Hey, Gaz posted on Twitter that he played Death Stranding, and he said when that music hits, it's something else. And the first thing J Dub said was like, "Duh, we tried telling you that how long ago, you dummy."
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
5 years ago, trying to tell them, no, it's a stupid FedEx simulator. Blah blah blah. They didn't want to give it a chance.
The music in that game is something else. Like
It
just to
is. It's
play it for
emotional.
that,
It's
it's
crazy.
a crazy, it's a weird thing. I
It's a
don't know
feeling.
how he did it, but it's a
Yeah.
weird thing.
Dude, that music kick in at the right time
Yep, at
every
the right
time.
places.
Yep. Whether you're finna get into a big boss battle or, the BTs are
It's
right
just,
by you, you're scared shitless. Like
or
that
you're just
music.
walking and it's completely open. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sam Record said, Jada, Gaz is playing Death Stranding. He names this. He names it in my Grizz voice. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny seeing these dudes play Death Stranding after all these years, just because it came on Xbox. You waited all these years to play the inferior version, like, and you all claim you have PC. It came to Game Pass on PC like years ago, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, over
If
a
they, if
year
they
ago. Yeah,
yeah, if they really wanted to play it, they should have played it on PC then.
just like No Man's Sky, the same
Just
way.
like No Man's Sky. Just like No Man's Sky. Real Mamba said, just shows you that Xbox dudes like Gas aren't real gamers. They're just grifters. Oh man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I am glad they can play it because it's such a great game. I told everybody this. They know it. That game is in my top 5 game of all times, and so that game it just resonated with me. It's my game. I can't wait to play part 2. The first one I bought the Death Stranding PS5 Pro console, and the BB collector's edition or whatever. So I got those. And part
Nice.
two, I don't know if they're gonna come out with a PS5 Pro Death Stranding themed console, the shells or a controller or something, but I hope they will.
Yeah, they'll do something. They like Hideo. Think about it. They gave him his IP back. Like fucking
Yeah,
that tells you what's going on
yeah,
between him and PlayStation. You know what I mean?
yeah. By the way, he sold 19 million copies of Death Stranding. How crazy is that? A game that they call a walking simulator that they mocked and laughed at. But I'm a firm believer in, you know, at the end of the day, a
It's
great
something
a
different.
great
I think
quality
that's
game.
I think that's why it did so good because it's completely different than anything.
Well, yeah, and it's like Kojima. I know they gave on the podcast they gave Kojima a lot of shit for that because just people didn't give it enough time, right? People
Yeah,
just people attention span, especially people that play Madden 2K all the time. Their
yeah.
attention span is very fucking short. They can't get bogged down in these big open world games. But Death Stranding, it does take you a few hours to put in
Learn
some
it.
weight, and once you put in the weight, then that's when that music kicks in, and that's when the whole game opens up. You start to get guns, vehicles. You're fighting on the battlefield. You're fighting on every. It's shit just crazy. And what I'm going to do, right, while we're doing that, I am going to add the Death Stranding footage.
Or the
Uh,
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky looks crazy.
yeah,
Wow. I can't wait to see their next game now. That one that's just going to be one world. I can't wait to see what
yeah.
they do with that. That's going to be pretty interesting. Just this, you know what I mean?
Mhm. I can't wait.
Just just because you know they can do the one world and they'll do it right. It'll be fucking enormous and have all these different biomes and crazy
Mhm.
flora and fauna and fucking like
Yep.
it's going to be cool as fuck.
You're gonna have a desert. The obviously, but did you see the on the mountains the what do you call it? The
The
snow
size
slide.
of them, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
the
huge.
avalanche. Man, can you imagine you climbing the mountain and the avalanche happens and you gotta run down it or you get caught in it? That's just gonna be crazy.
Yeah, look how they've been updating No Man's Sky. You
Yeah.
know, you
Oh,
could tell
I've been playing No
they're
Man's
trying shit
Sky.
out for the next game.
Yeah, I've been playing No Man's Sky in 8K on the PS5 Pro. I've been posting screenshots and stuff. That Formula One and some other games. T. Harris said, "XBots playing Death Stranding, letting the mules ambush their deliveries because they pretend they delivering PS5 Pros. Big facts." Yeah. Brian E said, "Horizon Forbidden West is one of the best games that he has on his PS5 Pro. That's enhanced." Listen,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
said this.
Horizon always looks good.
I've said this. I've said Horizon is the best looking game ever made. Whether I don't care what system you have, PC or whatever. And every now
And
and then people go
and
back with
how did they
this.
do that Burning Shore shit with that big fucking thing? Like how the fuck?
Yes, yes. That burning shit, dude. That shit's bananas. But that's what I'm saying, Heath. Why do you think Xbox don't make games like that? Like those graphically stunning showcase games.
Game Pass. That's why they have to make. You know what I
Mm,
mean? When you got to feed Game Pass, like they said it's going to be AA games because they're going to try and pass mobile games off and they're going to try and shortchange any way they fucking can because
yeah.
that's what Microsoft does.
Mm,
It's not about Xbox because they removed Xbox from Game Pass like 2 years ago, and slowly but surely they've been backing away from that Xbox shit, and everything's
mm,
turning into just Microsoft.
damn. So let me ask you this: why do you think PC dudes are so upset? They got 4090s and 4080s. What do they have to be upset about, Heath?
Because it's a threat. Because they're like, just like what's his name said today, fucking 4090. You know what I mean? $1,500. You can spend, and that's just for the graphics card alone. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
talking that fucker's gonna be over $3,000 easy, and you can
yeah,
spend $700 and get, pretty goddamn close to that kind of, you know what I mean? Now,
yeah,
no frame gen or nothing like that, but the DLSS and the ray tracing and shit like that
yeah,
looks fucking great. And the performance is there. That's the nice thing. The performance is there. I think that's what's really surprising people.
yeah.
Which will set up the PS6 better,
True. If I'm Xbox, I'm looking at PlayStation X success, and they've already said that they can't compete. Do you really, do you really go out and release another console? Is there a market for it? People didn't buy this console. Matter of fact, these two next generation consoles combined is doing less than the Xbox One console.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see them doing shit like that. We've seen them backing away. If they're pulling out of regions, what does that tell you?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's a ball game. If they're gonna come out with something, it'll probably be a streaming stick or something like that. Something cheap and easy to make that they don't spend a lot of money to make it.
yeah. Good question. Are you what what's your most anticipated game coming next year that you know of, or you hope releases, or
Ghost,
just
Ghost, Ghost.
Ghost
I
of
love the
Yota?
first one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Ghost, definitely.
yeah,
Because it's supposed to be more open world too. It's supposed to be bigger because you're not on Tsushima Island this time. You're actually on the mainland up by Fuji and shit. So you're gonna have a
yeah,
lot more places and stuff. So I think they're gonna, they'll bump it up. They'll make sure that they take it to the next level. Like this will be way bigger and better than the last game.
yeah. Well, I got Ghost of Yotai up. Um,
I can't wait to see more. Hopefully here in about a month during the Game Awards.
yeah.
Or if they're doing something for the 30th anniversary too, because that's like December too. So
Oh, that is the 30th anniversary.
yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
So
I
I
keep
expect
forgetting.
them to have something. That's why you know what I mean. They've been holding back for a reason.
Yeah,
They've been waiting for the Pro to be out. That's why, because then they can show Pro.
man.
But
Hey
yeah,
guys.
think about it. We're less than a month from the Game Award.
Yeah. Shout out to Shadowstar. He said, "Hit that like button, people. Absolutely, hit that like button."
And the Game of the Year award is going to be all PlayStation games.
That's pretty funny. That again, another year, PlayStation is going to dominate the GOTY nominated, and in winner. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is my leading game of the year, but I mean, it could also go to Helldivers 2, Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong.
Black Myth.
Shit. I mean, it's a lot.
Yep.
I mean, we still got Stellar Blade. We still got
Dude, if
Grand Blue
Astrobot wins
Fantasy
it,
Relay.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to just for him to like shut people up, but either way, people are going to be salty. And people are going to be happy.
Yeah, no
It doesn't
matter no
matter.
matter what wins, people aren't gonna be happy.
Yeah, I don't understand it, right? Like it's like I said, it goes back to just dealing with PlayStation, man. It's like when PlayStation games can outsell, right? exclusives can just outsell multiplats. And people say it failed. But you get these multiplat that's on everything, and it barely sells 1 million or 2 million copies, and everybody acts like, "Oh my god, it was so successful." It's like, fuck, that ladder for PlayStation is just so high for people. It's just crazy.
I think that's more the Twitter weirdos and shit like that. The
Hmm.
most of the gamers have no clue. They're not paying attention
Yeah,
because they're buying the games. We know they are. No third party, first party, whatever. It don't matter. They're buying them on PlayStation because we see the NPD, and we see what the console sales are.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this shit's wild though.
Yeah. Hey, were you able to see the new Captain America movie? The
Uh-uh.
trailer? You didn't see the
Oh
Captain
yeah,
America
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
trailer?
yeah. The trailer. Yeah, I
Oh
saw it.
my god, I can't wait for that to come out.
He's definitely getting adamantium suit
Yeah.
because that it looks like that vibranium suit doesn't hold up too good when Red Hulk pops out.
So he's going to get a suit made out of Wolverine's claws, the
Yeah,
stuff that's in
yeah.
Wolverine.
The whole thing in the movie is that they find probably adamantium on Tiamat. They're finally gonna pay off the Tiamat shit, and
Okay.
then um, what's his name gets Ross gets shot by Bradley because
Hmm.
the leader, and it's all for the leader just to be able to inject him with the Hulk shit.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
Ross didn't even want it or nothing. Like they thought he was, and then all of a
Hmm.
sudden there he comes back and he's fucking. But yeah, he hulks out like in front of everybody the first time. I guess the leader gets him too, and then he
Yeah.
fucking, you know, you saw that where it's like his fucking the whole front of his shit looks like it's all burnt, but that's from Red Hulk.
Yep. Johnny J said Wukong is his game of the year. Listen, I can't be mad at that, man. Such a fucking great game. And I want that PS5 Pro patch for that game. Jay Sway said, J Dub, now that the Pro is out in the wild, a lot of people are going to ramp up on them OLED 4K TVs. Yeah, buddy. Listen, when I say gaming is an expensive hobby, it is. Gaming is one of those hobbies where you'll go out and buy a special TV or a monitor for it, right? So even though the PS5 Pro costs $699, but if people like me went out and bought special TVs for it and additional TVs, then that's
You're
more than six
talking,
ninety nine.
you're talking over a grand easy. If you want a 120 hertz panel, you're gonna spend a
Mm-hmm.
grand.
Yeah, it's like when people buy these PCs and and all this stuff. It's like, guys, you gotta have a monitor. Your monitor factors into that cost.
Keyboard, mouse, storage, fucking.
No, just connect it to your piece. Get out of here trying to talk about connected to your living room TV. Like they come up with these stupid asinine things. It just don't make any sense.
Yeah, they don't understand that that computer monitors are a whole different. They're way less latency and all
Well,
that.
that's the thing. I think they understand. They're just haters.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't understand all that shit because if you don't, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's a big
So
difference between a 60 hertz and a 120 hertz. You know,
true, true. Well, the good thing about it is, we got options, and at the end of the day, that's all that gamers ask for: options. Um, Kevin Logan said, "Doug, it's crazy that the other side talked about COD last week, and now they moved on quick. I'm shocked. Yeah, buddy. Now they playing Death Stranding.
because they saw the UK shit. That's why.
Yep,
And the PC's
yep.
down. Fucking Xbox is way down because of the Game Pass shit, which was expected. But the only thing that was up was PlayStation.
Yep. Well, the holiday season is here. You're gonna start seeing some discounts and some sales go on, and
I think this is when you'll see Astrobot sell better too, November and December, and you know what I mean.
oh yeah, the holiday time. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Another thing is, Sony need to get those disk drives back in stock because
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of people that want those things, and right now they're sold out. I tried to look on Amazon, and they were sold out.
How about the scalpers getting screwed? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's really really good.
Let them sit on them. Fuck them.
Yep. I'm all for it. I'm all for it, and the prices will come down.
Yeah, they will. They will. It'll just take them time to,
Yeah.
because people aren't buying them because you can buy PS5 or PS5 Pro, whenever you want.
Yeah.
And that's why Nintendo held off on the Switch too, just to make sure they could have stock ready so they weren't short-handed when they came out.
Yeah.
Think about it. You could just keep pumping them out if you got, you know what I mean? Just pull them out warehouse, send them out.
Yeah. That's freaking crazy. When do you think we'll get the PS5 shells?
You know what? Probably pretty soon. You figure probably anytime now. Probably pretty quick because they don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
hold on,
before
hold on.
you think before the holiday.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's saying, get Pastor Joe in here. Oh man. They want to see another Pastor versus M.
Oh God.
Yeah, listen. Leave Pastor Joe where he at.
Yeah.
Last time I let him in here, he attacked us. He pulled out a shank. That brother was angry. But listen, I'm having a lot of fun with my PS5 Pro. I got two of them. I am looking for another disk drive. I'm gonna get me another disk drive.
Yeah, just to have.
Yeah.
They should have stock before, before the end of the month. They probably weren't expecting it to outsell the PS4 Pro like that. They were probably just expecting it to sell, just as good as the PS4 Pro, not, better.
Yeah. Well, one thing about it is either way, they got a plan for these things. They got a plan for it. I know the stats show that 80% of the people want digital. But there's some times where people, they don't want digital. So
Yeah,
it
people
is what
still
it
like
is.
physical.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Because then you have value there because you can always sell it to whoever later. Don't matter.
Exactly.
Even Black Myth is doing a physical for PS5.
Yep. Isn't that coming out early January or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, yeah. They need to get on the patches though. They need to. I mean, they're probably
Still up to
working
date
on
on
it,
that.
but they need to get on that.
Yeah. Well,
And
listen,
Astrobot drops they keep dropping the speed runs.
yeah. As long as they keep adding content and stuff, people keep jumping in. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially Astrobot, you could easily make. I mean, come on.
Mm. Yeah, there's I've been playing that Formula One. I've been playing Stellar Blades. Dude, Stellar Blade looks fucking amazing with the Pro enhancement. If you choose Pro mode,
Yeah.
oh my god, that shit is butter smooth, and I think it's
Spider-Man
like
2 looks pretty amazing too. Them sparks and shit. When you see that,
yeah,
you're like, whoa.
yeah. But the thing about those games without a patch, they run higher frames, they run higher resolution. Just as long as the stuff is
Naturally.
uncapped. Yeah, and the natural power will boost those things up. But if they're enhanced, then that's when they take full advantage of like the ray tracing and PSSR stuff, and so because I saw some people there running a bunch of old games and stuff. Oh my God, the performance is not really that big, and it's like the game isn't even
Because it,
patched.
yeah, it's not
Why are
patchy,
you?
dumbass.
Yeah, and my first mind say they know that. They just like they just like they just like being
They,
haters.
they're getting that clickbait. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I did play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Pro. It is otherworldly. I'm glad they finally did that. Man, it's crazy. Listen, swag bag. Listen, I've been playing No Man's Sky 8K. It's pin sharp. When I say pin sharp, pin sharp.
Yeah,
No
like
jet.
every game that
Yeah,
has the patch looks like the
yeah,
resolution is very crisp and clear. There's no like stuttering, there's no motion blur. I mean, it's another level of performance.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It really is. But I think next year is going to be the games. I mean, how does Xbox? How do they compete next year? What do they have in their portfolio that can compete with GTA 6, Wolverine, Death Stranding 2? You know what I'm saying?
Gears is the only one left.
Do you think it? Well, do you think Gears is going to come next year?
No, no, not that E-Day. No way. No, it's nowhere near ready. They're years off from that.
Yeah,
Unless they're remaking or remastering the older ones or something, which
yeah.
could always be.
Mike Johnson asks, "How does Xbox recover?" Listen, I don't think they do recover. I just think they are just a third party company, and it's up to the gamers to catch on and understand that the gamers in denial. So
Yeah, they just haven't announced it yet. That's all it is.
yeah,
Little by little, you can see them stepping that way further and further.
yeah. Claymore said he feels like Fable and Gears E-Day will both be day one on PS5. Yeah, I've been
And
said
probably
that.
will be.
I'm just waiting for Phil to come out and tell us what's the next four games. He'll probably let Jeff Keighley do it, just like he let Jeff Keighley do it at the summer show with Indiana Jones.
Or he'll send Sarah Bond out there.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I'm telling you, they're setting her up.
Mhm. They'll throw her to the wolves.
Yep. Because she don't have the same kind of clout that Phil does. That they.
Yeah, well, they love Phil. It doesn't matter if he walked to him and slapped him in the face. They love him. Her, she's expendable. Man, it's crazy. Crazy to think back that in 2020 that did you think that we would be here like this
This
in
quick?
gaming? Yeah,
No, not this quick. No. But they got to shut down by the end of what, 26? So yeah, they got fucking less than 2 years. So yeah, they gotta get moving.
Yeah.
Because they're not hitting them Game Pass numbers. I'm sorry. Because if there would have been a significant increase in Game Pass, we would have known by now.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I honestly don't think that they're gonna, at this point, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap.
Yep. Hey, did you watch that Penguin show?
I haven't watched it yet.
Watch it. It's fucking awesome, dude. They did a very good job with that show.
I'm gonna try to watch it sometime this week.
Batman 2 picks up like 2 weeks after the Penguin show. So it's like a continuation,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it. They did a great job with that. You could tell
That's
that guy
good.
knows what he's doing. Like, you know what I mean?
They said, Dub, did you see Hip Hop Gamer's latest video? No, I haven't. I
Yeah, he
will
put one
watch it.
out today.
He will. I will watch it after this. After we get off of here, I will watch it.
He was talking up the PSSR and shit.
Yeah. A lot of people they didn't give him credit, but he called a lot of shit a long time ago, and it finally came to fruition.
Yep.
You notice Jez Court and them over at Windows Central, they've been quiet lately.
Yeah.
Wonder why they've been so quiet. Their insiders haven't told them any new news. Or is
Well,
it
what did
news
they
that they've
what
been
did they
told?
say, that even the executives don't know what's going on? So how can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Because they're changing their mind every couple months, and that's just fucking crazy.
yeah. All right, guys. We have been live now for about a little bit about an hour and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Grab me something to eat. As usual, Heat. Thank you, brother, for coming on and blessing
Yeah.
them with the knowledge and stuff. When I found out we were going to do a podcast on Z today, I went ahead and said, "Well, let me jump on and see what's going on with the fellas in the chat." Guys, if you can go get a PS5 Pro, it's worth it. Your games are gonna run better, look better. It's just it's crazy how that thing runs. Thank you, Brian East. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in and supporting me and showing up and stuff like that consistently. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I want y'all to take it easy. I'll see y'all on Twitter. Hey, we might have a show for you tomorrow, but we'll see. Take it easy, y'all.